Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are digging into a huge question. In an age where we're swimming in information, can we actually use tech like big data and AI to not just improve our schools, but to make them truly resilient for the future? Well, a fascinating new study has some answers. Okay, let's get right into it. Think about it. Schools today have more data than ever before, right? We're talking attendance, test scores, teacher feedback, the whole shebang. But are they using that mountain of information to actually secure their long-term health, or are they just, treading water? That is the dilemma. The pressure on schools right now is just immense. They have to constantly improve. They have to be sustainable. But with all this data coming at them from every angle, how do you turn all of that noise into actual wisdom that leads to real, lasting progress? So, what's the solution here? A recent study suggests that two really powerful technologies could hold the key. Let's just quickly get our key terms straight so we're all on the same page before we see what they found. First up is big data. Now think of this as the school's collective memory, right? It's this vast library of information that can reveal all these hidden trends about how students are learning, what's working, what's not, and how the entire school operates. And next, you've got AI, which is kind of like the school's super smart assistant. It can process all that big data to give tailored recommendations, create personalized learning paths, or even automate those complex, time-consuming admin tasks. Okay, so what's really interesting is how these tools affect this thing called quality education management. You can basically think of this as the school's central nervous system. It's all about how well the school is run day in and day out. And all of this leads to the ultimate goal, school sustainability. This isn't just about surviving year to year. This is about a school's long-term health, its ability to not just get by, but to truly thrive and adapt for years, even decades to come. So, does all this actually work in practice? I mean, it sounds great in theory, right? Well, researchers decided to find out by conducting a study to connect these exact ideas in the real world. They went to high schools in Palangkaraya City, Indonesia, to see exactly how these concepts play out on the ground in a real educational environment. They collected data from 178 key educational professionals. We're talking about the people who are actually in the trenches, teachers, principals, supervisors, the ones who really know what's going on. And the results? They were pretty fascinating. The study tested 5 direct hypotheses about how all these different pieces fit together. Let's take a look at the crucial points. The data was incredibly clear. I mean, look at this. Every single direct relationship they tested was confirmed. Using big data and AI had a real positive impact on both the day-to-day management and the school's long-term future. And, crucially, better management also directly led to better sustainability. It's all connected. But here's where it gets even more interesting. The researchers wanted to know if good management was the channel through which this tech has its biggest impact. Is that the secret ingredient? And this right here, this illustrates the whole story perfectly. What the study found is that quality management acts as a bridge. So in simple terms, the tech is powerful for sure, but it's most powerful when it's used to create a better run school, which in turn leads to a sustainable future. It's not just about having the tech, it's about what you do with it. So what should we really take away from all this? It really boils down to a few key insights for creating the schools of the future. First, technology works. The data shows that big data and AI aren't just buzzwords, they have a real positive impact. Second, and this is so important, management is the critical link that turns all that tech potential into actual real-world results. And finally, this isn't just about being more efficient, it's about building educational institutions that are resilient and ready for the future. The authors of the study put it perfectly. They said this is all about using technology to fundamentally improve a school's performance, quality, and competitiveness. It's about making the whole service of education better. And that really leaves us with one final thought to chew on. As technology becomes more and more central to every part of our lives, how prepared are our own local schools to harness its power for a better, more sustainable future? Thanks for watching.